My friends, welcome to another episode of the Nuclear Heatwave Wrestling Podcast, brought to you by Mafia Sports Report. As always, I'm Dr. Love, and who do we have over there? Well, we got Sauce Bronson, baby. What's going on? And then, wait, who's this? It's this guy.
Oh, guy.
Hey, he's back for another round of mayhem here.
Mayhem.
Yep. I was going to say murder and mayhem, but I feel like that was a difference.
Eminem.
That guy, also known as Mr. DG. Mr. Dig. That's what we're going to start calling you, Mr. Dig.
Mr. Dig.
I like it.
Mr. Dig. What the hell is
okay
going on? Sorry, some.
I collect monikers like most people collect venereal diseases.
Hey-yo. And then we do have our first chat. Looks like we got, what's up, fellas? Yeah.
Yo.
What's up? Down D-Town guy, of course.
What's up?
It's like Thad from the Guitar Episode, Hero Episode, South Park.
Yeah.
Sup?
Sup?
Yep. Just watched it the other day.
Fellas, what we talking about first? Are we gonna talk about the Lions being 60 minutes away from the Super Bowl?
Let's go, baby. Right there. One more game. And then we're in the Super Bowl, baby. Well, I think we'll talk about that later.
By defeating the 49ers.
I know that's gonna be a tough one, but if Debo Samuel's not ready to play, that'll help.
60 minutes. The Lions going to have to go through hard times. The Lions got to go through.
They really do, don't they?
You know that dare to be great moment? There you go.
There you go.
He's
got
it. That's what Tyrus, the virus, used to think to himself when he had that belt for that long.
Tyre.
No. Somebody better call my mama. Hold on a second.
You know who else dared to be great? Darby Allin. He does it every week. How is he not
doing here? Sauce is come on, buddy. Don't jinx it. You're jinxing it. You know?
I'm saying Darby Allin. I'm just saying, like, that guy should have been in Concentra so many times.
Oh, yeah. I agree. Like, I think the worst time ever was when he jumped off that ladder at Jeff Hardy and like just landed on chairs. Landed on chairs.
Well, top three is the chairs. I forgot who slammed him on his skateboard with a wheel hit the
bottom. with the wheels up on.
Then the current worst one was when Christian pretty much put him shoulder first to the steps. You could tell Christian was hesitating, like Christian did not want to do that.
No, he didn't. Nope. He looked at it like, I don't want to do that.
He's like, no,
I don't want to do this.
We don't do this. We don't do this in pro wrestling.
Hey, one thing I will say about Darby Allin, he would have killed it in the Attitude Era in the hardcore division.
Yeah, he would.
Oh my gosh,
he would have been a multi-time hardcore champion.
Oh yeah, him and Crash Holly,
like Crash Holly.
Destroying themselves.
Yeah, well, Crash Holly only became such a renowned one because he did the 24/7 rule. He instantly
yeah.
Did it. I have to say that was actually the most fun I ever saw, watching the hardcore title get defended.
Well, that's where, and this is just a small segue. This is where the 24/7 belt failed, where the hardcore worked. If the 24/7 belt, if they actually did like hit somebody or like did some kind of quick match, I would have been happy. It was always a roll up. They always like rolled them up.
The most deadly maneuver in all of pro wrestling.
It was like, what's the point? What is
roll them up and roll them up.
So that was always my problem I had. But that's another day. Now, obviously, we have the Royal Rumble, the start of the road to WrestleMania this weekend. But news broke this morning. And I'm not gonna lie, I saw this news and I thought it was fake. I thought
it was satire too, and I saw it on Twitter, and sometimes on a Twitter feed, sometimes you get those posts where it's like you're not following that person, but somehow some crazy stuff they regurgitate just ends up in your phone notifications.
Yep.
And I looked at it, and I'm like, oh, this is pretty good graphics for whoever is like really doing it.
Shit.
And then I went on Facebook. That was the first thing I saw. Oh, I was like, holy crap. Okay, maybe this is real.
So basically what we're talking about is the fact that WWE Raw in January 2025 will now be exclusive on Netflix. of everything that people were talking about. We knew it was going to move from USA.
But does Netflix raise their prices by that time?
So
Netflix about to be $60.
So what's funny? Here's what's funny. You mentioned that. Hey, Guy, this is why it's funny.
All right.
So I just saw that there's several different tiers of for Netflix. The lowest tier for no ads was $11.59. Nope, they're getting rid of it, and you can only get the no ads for the $15.99 one. So they already knew. They already knew this was happening, and they're like the predetermined thing.
Remember when Netflix first came out, and it was just like, this is such a great thing to watch. You watch movies anytime you want, and they're really crappy half the time, but that's half the fun.
Yep.
And it was only $6.
And it was $6.
Yeah. The writing
buy a burrito now for that amount.
Well, let's not talk about that. Unless you're at Chipotle, and that's about $12.99.
Look, man, I'm not money bags. I don't have money to go.
Well, you know what? Even Taco Bell has some more expensive ones. I'm just saying.
We go to Del Taco, Nick.
Oh, yeah, we go to Del Taco.
the better of the two. Let's be honest.
I agree. They put actual rice in their burritos.
Yeah.
But it makes you getting back to wrestling. It makes you wonder, how did Peacock fumble the bag on this one?
So I'm wondering if they didn't. I think, in my opinion, they got outbid, and the deal for however long the Peacock thing is still in effect, of course, for the United States. Because when I was reading more into it, outside the United States, everyone has to watch Netflix for the pay-per-views, just like we would watch Peacock for them. So but only in the United States is where we still have Peacock. It's very confusing. It's a confusing thing, but when I was reading through the lines of it, that's how it's all laid out. The Peacock deal, once it ends, then you'll see. Maybe it goes to Netflix. I don't know. I'm just... I
was under the impression, maybe this was like last year, the year before, that obviously I knew that all the pay-per-views was going to be on Peacock in America. But I was under the impression, I remember reading somewhere, like the network is still alive and well in every other country.
So it is now, I believe, until this Netflix deal goes into effect. Okay. And I think that gets rid of it, the network. You know what's something? Guess what? The people that bitched about the network wished it was back. I'll tell you that for sure. I'm telling you, because the network had so much good stuff on it, and then when it went to Peacock, mysteriously stuff just vanished.
Oh yeah, that's offensive. Oh, that's offensive too.
Yeah,
that's really offensive. And like,
it took a year for it to even put all the stuff. Well, the majority of the stuff back onto Peacock.
And I tried looking up the Roddy Piper, Greg Valentine dog collar match on there, and I could not find it.
Oh, okay. I wonder why.
Yeah,
but movies from Harvey Weinstein's company is on there. But what's offensive?
Yeah, of course. I mean,
just saying. But you pick and choose. You pick and choose what you want to be victimized by.
I prefer to be victimized by high calorie foods.
Oh, that's now. Did you see the contract? Supposedly, it's for
like $1 billion. I heard.
Yeah,
$1 billion.
That's what I said. Netflix about to be $100.
No, this is where you have like Mr. Evil, just like
Dr. Evil.
Dr. Evil, yeah, $1 billion.
I promise you this: if Netflix goes over $30, listen. I'll be watching Monday Night Raw through torrenting or anything else.
You can just come over. We'll steal it from somebody.
Well, that's the thing too about it. So with this deal going to Netflix, now SmackDown is now going to USA, and NXT is the CW. Now that deal was already made.
That's such a weird spacing. I mean, is CW and USA owned by the same parent company?
They might be. Yep. They might be.
I know Netflix stands alone, doesn't it? It's just its own thing.
Yeah. So it looks like D-Town guys got some info. You already got it. There you go. $5 billion over 10 years.
Oh, that's a lot of cheddar.
That's some cheddar.
Which brings to my next question. How does a company like Netflix, who's losing so many subscribers every year because of just terrible trash they put out, how are they affording $5 billion?
They're losing. No, what they're doing, they're leveraging assets to make this deal to suck people back in.
Oh yeah.
If it does not deliver, Netflix will fold.
No, it'll merge. It'll go with some other company. That's what everyone else is doing. Look at HBO Max. They basically merged, and now there's rumors that Paramount might get bought out and then merge with them.
HBO Max.
Hey, I'm all for that.
Yeah.
Well, I understood. Me being a big Zack Snyder mark. I mean, this is off wrestling topic. I read somewhere that if Paramount acquires that, they're gonna redo the Snyderverse and finish it. And that makes me happier than a pig in shit. I love those movies.
So here's why I'm happy about the Paramount. So as a ex T-Mobile user, I had Paramount Plus. I had Paramount Plus free with my T-Mobile. Now that I no longer have T-Mobile, I don't have Paramount Plus, and I refuse to pay for another subscription service. I will torrent till the day I die.
Well, we can just switch, logins.
Yeah.
I share one, you share one. That's how it works.
See, now Sauce has his way of doing things. I own. Well, no one owns anything anymore. That's the problem. That's why you buy physical. You buy physical stuff. Sorry, that's for another day. Sorry, guys. I almost got hot.
Rest in peace to WWE Physical.
Yeah.
Skull Island. Oh, I have a ton of WWE Physical.
I know, I do too. I went down to grab it, and they are put away right now. But I do have a bunch of wrestling DVDs. But don't worry, Sauce is still here. Oh, there he is.
Yeah, to blow my nose. I didn't want the internet to hear.
He's doing his best John Cena impersonation. But
sorry.
So it says D-Town guy also puts out here that with this deal, the WWE will also be doing other content like films and shows.
Are you talking like great things like the Marine 3 and See No Evil? Actually, See No Evil wasn't bad.
So they're on the Marine 6, right?
Yeah, I cashed out after.
So Marine 7.
Well, it was like Cena, then there was Orton.
Yeah, Cena was pretty good. The first Marine was actually not bad.
It was kind of like.
I mean, it was no 12 rounds.
Yeah, Ted DiBiase Jr.
Rounds, oh God.
Ted DiBiase Jr. was in Marine 2. And then,
that's who it was.
Yep. And then
somebody from Legacy.
Orton was in. Yeah, you were right. 12 rounds 2 was Orton.
That's what it was.
And then Miz did Marine 3 all the way through the rest of them.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Marine 6 has Shawn Michaels in it. Yeah, believe it or not.
You know what? Sharknado 4 has Kurt Angle and Seth Rollins in it. Does it make it a good movie?
Actually, that might. I don't know.
No, hey, listen, a movie does have to be good to be entertaining.
Right, I agree.
That's
That's
the biggest. I like it. That's the best
Exhibit A. Dude, where's my car in 2023?
Oh my gosh, how funny!
Yeah, it was funny 20 years ago. I watched it like last year, and I think within like the first 20 minutes, I was like, "Yeah, this ain't hitting like it used to." And I was like, "Well, that's $6 from iTunes store. I'll never get back."
What three ninjas showdown on Thunder Mountain?
Hey, listen. Three ninjas is the national treasure. We will not allow that blasphemy on this podcast.
Okay. So wait, if he gets 3 ninjas, can I bring up sidekicks now? Can we watch sidekicks?
Well, that's Chuck Norris. Though.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not pro wrestlers in there.
Look, you're talking about ninjas. I'm going to bring up this. I don't know.
So guys, I got a question while we're still on this.
Yes.
So they're going to start creating original content. What's going to happen? So is the WWE content going to move from over Hulu to Netflix? Like Total Bellas that do Montez and Bianca Belair show.
It really has to do with. You're right. I forgot that show, the Bianca and Montez.
A lot of people did.
So, but also Mr. and Ms., which was on USA.
Yeah.
Does that now all moved to Netflix? In my opinion, it should, since it was on USA.
The NWA is still doing their reality show on the CW, even though WWE's moving over there with NXT.
Some of those might be independent contracts of just that show being on there, and they don't really care about look if they think it's competitive because it's not a wrestling show as opposed to a reality show. Now, if it was a wrestling, they would look at it as direct competition, even if it's not really, competition. That's how in my opinion, I see it. But you're right, though, Sauce, about the other shows. But what makes, there's something that people kind of forget. The on Netflix, they already had kind of shows. Big Show had his own like sitcom on Netflix.
The Big Show.
Yeah, the Big Show show.
I forgot
about that. And you know what? It was actually kind of a fun little show.
I actually watched an episode. It wasn't bad.
Yeah, wasn't Mick Foley in that?
He felt
Mark. I think Mark Henry was in it too. Yeah. I was like, damn! Look at Faze I love his beard. Oh, that's Mark Henry. My bad.
Well, one of the best things I ever saw was when The Rock first hosted SNL.
Yep.
And like, was it Triple H, Big Show, and Mick Foley? And
because it was off the main event at WrestleMania 2000.
Yeah, and they were all like, the opening monologue was great because the other guys were sitting in the stands and like they were heckling The Rock.
Hey, but you know what the best part about that segment was? Triple H grabbed like one of the random people. He said, "You know what, Rock? I'm going to go in the back and I'm going to pretend this is you. Come on."
He just beat the crap out of him. Yeah.
If I remember correctly, too, about that, The Rock had told them too that when we do the skit, I don't want to do anything wrestling wise. I want to, put me in whatever, but it'll be funny. And that's why he didn't do any kind of. He wanted to showcase his acting. He wanted to showcase his acting chops as opposed to, well, he's a wrestler. Let's put him in a wrestling kind of. And you know what? That was probably the best movie he did. And then obviously the rest is history when it comes to being on.
I'd be
TV.
I'd be the biggest fan of The Mummy too, if not for bad CGI.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, come on, bad CGI, or it's not bad if you're entertained by it. Piggybacking off of what Pickles said.
Yeah, exactly.
You just have to laugh at it a little bit. That's all. But so. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that.
I think Brutus.
Oh, hey, Brutus. What's going on, buddy?
Brutus gained access.
Hey, it's okay.
So,
anyways,
as far as with this whole Netflix, so this WWE Netflix thing, so then it makes you wonder. So, how long is this deal with SmackDown going to be for you as far as USA Network?
Well, I mean, that deal ends in October, I believe, of this year. So
no, I'm saying no. So right now they're on Fox.
Oh yeah, like how long the USA deal is?
I wonder how long the USA deal. Let me have to look that up while we're talking.
Yeah, that I'm not sure if they released that information. I did not see it. So yeah, but it's going to be different. I just really hope that Raw is still on Monday. When they were talking about Raw like moving different day, I'm like, that's stupid. Crazy.
The stupidest thing they can do is move out of the Monday slot, because I guarantee you they're going to move AEW to that Monday slot or some other company, some other supposed company.
I know, right? There we go. But yeah, still absolutely crazy. The week of WrestleMania, a week of Royal Rumble. They so you got any news?
Basically that deal. So the deal with NBC Universal with the SmackDown. It's 5 years and it's $1.4 billion.
Okay,
it's more.
Well, no.
Once again, how does Netflix have?
Wait, was that $1.4 billion a year or for total?
I believe total.
So for 5 years, the other deal was, let's see, what did we
$10 billion for 5? 10 years, $5 billion.
So yeah, there you go.
Once again, my question is, how does Netflix have more money than NBC? That's all I want to know.
It's simple. Not everybody's watching network entertainment anymore. It's a streaming culture now.
Yeah, and it's sad too, because we saw the writing on the wall on myself and my wife actually a few years ago. One of our favorite shows is The Challenge. And The Challenge to me is wrestling for MTV. These guys have wrestling promos. They basically have character names. Johnny Bananas. I'm a character. I'm an evil villain. And it's good. And it's still entertaining. The point being, everything was on Paramount. Pretty much every season was on Paramount. So I said, you know what? We'll get Paramount. You will watch this 100 times. It's worth it to get the Paramount. Then there was other stuff that got on there. I'm like, cool. You got a great selection of movies. You've got exclusive content.
Yeah.
They were one of the first ones in CBS All Access to have the Twilight Zone remake with Jordan Peele's remake, which I heard great stuff about. I heard good stuff about.
It was hit and miss. Some of it was really, really good, but some of it was bad.
Here, guess what? I would love to see it. Oh, wait, I can't because they took it off of Paramount Plus, and you cannot buy it. You can't buy it. You can't rent it. It's not a physical version of it. How the hell am I supposed to watch the show? There's my problem with streaming. Once something's taken off, if it's not in print, you can't buy it.
But you can torrent it.
Okay, I understand that, but not everyone's going to do that, Sauce. I'm saying that there's an issue with it.
We at the Nuclear Heatwave Podcast do not
it flashes on the screen.
We do not endorse stealing intellectual property.
Not a sponsor. Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor.
As long as you don't use it to get caught.
So Detail Guy right here put up here that SmackDown will now be on Tuesday nights. See, I did not know that.
So it's gonna be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday wrestling.
I'm all for it. Why not?
No, I'm just wondering.
Yeah. I'm all for it. Surprised they're not trying to do Thursday because then you'd have wrestling all week. But I don't think
they're trying to strangle AEW.
I know, right? Hey, who knows? Who knows about that?
So wait, so that means Wednesdays. So NXT is moving to Wednesdays then? They want to do Monday through Wednesday?
No, I didn't know anything about Wednesday and NXT. They might still be staying Tuesday though.
So you're gonna have two of your own shows on the same day,
but they'd be different. But it'd be different times.
What's name is 2 hours too. So if SmackDown moves to Tuesday nights, the NXT's got to move to Thursday or Wednesday.
Yep, and then beat Dynamite again.
I say just turn it into Saturday night main event.
Well, they already have that main event show. It wouldn't hurt to redo that show, but the NXT brand is good though.
I mean, how awesome would it be? Like, remember back in the day, they had Saturday night main event that wrestling came on at 10?
I know.
Yeah,
I loved it.
It was awesome.
I loved it when they brought that back.
Snuck out like I was supposed to be in bed. I'd hide under blankets and shit.
I remember going to a Saturday night main event at Cobo Arena. It was when they re-brought it back, and it was cool. It was like, okay, this is pretty fun. Old logo and everything like that, and so it's pretty cool. Like right now, house shows got the cute names. Like, was it Sunday Stunner? I think one of them is called, or the main event
Thursday Velocity or something. I don't know.
We're not talking about metal here or Jacked. We're not talking about Jacked.
Heat.
Hey, Heat.
Sunday Night Heat.
I love Heat.
Hour long, straight and to the point. Always a build up for a pay.
And Raven ran Heat.
He did.
That was his show.
He always went over on Heat.
He got over.
Yeah.
So Detail Guy with the news. The NXT will be on Wednesday. Let's go, baby.
Told you.
Let's take out Dynamite once and for all.
Actually, this works out great for both companies. Think about it. So you got Monday through Wednesday WWE programming, and then Papa Khan will move his product over to Thursday. And then you have Thursday through Saturday. It's everybody wins.
Everybody wins. Except when people are stuck watching like Rampage on Fridays or something. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Yes.
Because the fact that there's still Rampage is beyond belief. So.
And then watch Rampage becomes 2 hours. And then you're going to have 6 hours of AEW programming where at least 10 superstars you're going to see every single 3 shows a week.
You know this is going to bone. It's going to bone Impact from getting any type of a freaking TV deal.
That's the big thing right there.
Yeah.
especially with this new rebranding and going back to TNA, which is good for them. And their show was pretty good. You're right, though. The TNA brand was always better. It was stupid to go to the Impact thing. But that was
stupid to go to a 6-sided ring. That's just me.
Well, that's why they don't have a 6-sided ring.
They're trying to compete with WWE on Monday nights.
Well, that was a Hogan thing with Dixie Carter. That was flat out Dixie Carter.
Hey,
Hogan.
Dixie, you got more money than God.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not going to put my own money up. Nah, fuck that.
Yeah. Oh, Lord. But anyway, so
anywho,
after all that we're going to obviously get more information in the years to come. What are you doing down there?
Oh, my backpack.
That's not a toy.
No, there's a toy right there.
Oh, you found it. Ah,
there it is.
There we go. There you go. Go get it. Go get it. So that was pretty stale. Don't worry. That's pretty. But so anyways, we obviously have Royal Rumble this weekend. Start of the road to WrestleMania, and even though we only have 4 confirmed matches, that's okay. It's the Rumble.
What are the 4 confirmed matches?
So we have the 2 Rumble matches. We have the Fatal 4-Way match: Roman Reigns versus LA Knight versus AJ Styles and Randy Orton. And then we have Kevin Owens versus Logan Paul for the United States Championship.
Yeah, I wonder who's going to win.
And Logan Paul's first defense of the United States title since
I
he won
hope
it.
he stiffs the shit out of him.
So to me,
Really
as everyone knows, I am a huge Kevin Owens fan.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm very happy because the promos have been great. Yes. So I, you know what? I'm not gonna lie, for Halloween this year, I already know what else I can be. I got the Kevin Owens attire. I could definitely won't be that long of a beard, but I can do it.
I will give Logan Paul credit.
Cred? But you're giving him cred?
I'm giving him some cred.
Here's
some cred. He saved Mysterio on that almost botch. I think Mysterio could have rotated and at least landed all right, but I mean he at least was in the right place at the right time. Shawn Michaels did good training him how to do that.
And he wasn't trying to go into business for himself. He was actually trying to look out for somebody else.
Exactly. And I give credit where credit's due on that. But
yeah.
Do I think he needs already United States champion? Hell no. They need to put the title on Owens because Owens is a workhorse.
Yeah, and it would be a nice kind of like, full circle thing for him too. Because remember when he was champion, it was epic when he was United States champion.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, you say epic. I say he was
the face of America.
Yeah.
It literally had his face on the Titantron screen every time he came out.
That was before. Okay, that happened afterwards, but yeah, you're right. It was. I did not like that storyline that much, but that was another thing.
Yeah, the list of KO started happening. No, that was when he was champ, wasn't it?
When he was
Jericho. Yeah, Universal champion. He was at that point. He was a sidekick to Jericho.
And that bothered me too. But that's a whole nother story for another day.
I think he should get a world title run again soon.
He did. Honestly, he could easily be world champion at this point. Even either champion, whether it's the world title or the Universal or the undisputed title.
Oh, they positioned the undisputed title as the thing to have now with this long ass title reign.
Well, yeah, but Seth Rollins is also giving credibility to the world title.
Oh, absolutely. Like he's all comers, works there. That's how you make a title awesome. Want to know why Hogan will go down as one of the greatest? It's because he defended that belt so much. He always went over. He always built up like, oh man, you can't beat Hogan.
Can't beat him.
Couldn't beat Hogan in the 80s.
Oh my gosh.
Part of the 90s.
And part of that, yep, for sure.
Part of the 90s with the other company.
Yeah. So, but that's just my take on it.
No, that makes sense. The excuse me.
They need to start establishing the United States Championship like they're doing the Intercontinental too, though.
Well, they did it. They started doing that a good job at first, but then they kind of slowed down on it, and then they did the tournament.
Austin Theory.
So I'm like, cool. Okay, we got this tournament, but then Austin Theory got hurt in it, so I don't know if he was going to be going over or not. Kevin Owens ends up going in, which I'm happy about. So
that's where he's been. I was going to ask you.
He got. Yep. So in this match, obviously I want Kevin Owens to win, but it's going to be good with the heel work of Logan Paul. People just hate him.
Just look at him. He has a very punchable face.
He has a punchable face. That's the best part, right?
I'm going to show y'all a punchable face in a minute. Keep talking.
All right. Yep. He's like, I've got you. I've got you. So if Kevin Owens wins this, which he should, it would be great for him because right now, ever since he got split from like Sami Zayn during
it seems like Sammy's taken off.
Yeah, well,
and he's kind of stuck on the sidelines.
Yeah, because they split up, put him on different shows.
I honestly thought, yeah.
And that's but that's how it's kind of been. But Kevin Owens' mic work has always been the best. He kind of likes to break the fourth wall a lot, which I love. He kind of gets in your head a little bit, and as a heel, like he's a good guy, I guess. But right now is the best work because
he's a really good tweener right now because he falls in the Austin category for me.
Yep, which is the irony, right?
It's very irony because I'll tell you right now, I started becoming a real big Kevin Owens fan after that match he had with Austin.
Yep.
Because don't get me wrong, Stone Cold knows how to work. He's smart to everything. He's great, one of the best of all time, and they had a good match. And he hadn't been in the ring for years.
They had a 16-minute match where Austin took a vertical suplex on concrete, in his double knee bionic and redneck knee braces.
Yeah,
and it's like what the heck did
Good
just
for
happen
you,
here?
Austin. Good for you. Well, then again, that was like when Ric Flair took a suplex off of a ladder that one time?
Oh, the Money in the Bank match?
Yeah. We're like, oh, he's dead.
And he was dead. He was.
Listen, my butt cheeks used to clench when they would just like have him pressed up in the air and then put him down, or they used to do the spot where they basically just like toss him over, basically toss him over the body. My butt cheeks used to clench because I thought his body was gonna fall apart. But I remember that Money in the Bank. I thought he was just gonna turn into dust.
Poof. He hits the ground. It's like throwing a bag of cement from the top of a ladder. Poof.
Would you guys like to see this punchable face?
Yes, we do. Please. Oh my God. Very punchable.
If you ever have NFL Network or you just follow NFL Network on YouTube and you see this face, like I just have the urge to just run the tightest fade on him.
Just knock him out. Yeah.
Look at that.
Well, I feel the same way about the announcers for NBC.
Oh, listen.
Chris
Collinsworth is a national treasure. He's
not a national treasure.
Oh no!
Listen,
Here we go.
There ain't too many old white guys with that much swag in the world, and he's like one of three.
Oh God!
But look at his face. Like I know this has nothing to do with wrestling, but but yes, look at his face. Like I just want to just.
He always looks like he's constipated.
Yeah, it's just he looks just like a depressed vulture.
Was he trying to be a greaser? Like that's enough of that. I don't know where that came from. That's just what popped up. That's like that.
Love's gonna start doing jazz hands here.
The damn mouse fell off the wheel. Like, make something up. Just make something up. Yep.
There you go.
So hey guys, who we running with who we running with as far as our picks for this match?
Kevin Owens, baby.
I'm gonna
new champion.
I'm gonna go with Owens on this.
Listen, I got the courage, baby. So we going Logan Paul, baby.
He's got cred.
Okay, that's fine.
So you're saying you got cred.
He's got cred.
You got cred.
Well, I mean, like obviously, whoever wins, if he retains, Reigns is going to drop the title at Royal Rumble.
Okay, yeah. So that's our next thing we're going to talk about. Actually, is the Fatal 4-Way for the Universal Undisputed Title, the Galaxy Championship or whatever we have to call it.
Yeah, the Galaxy Championship.
Well, when the name got so long, we just kind of said
Undisputed Universal Galactic Federational Championship.
Yeah, there you go.
Of the world.
Of all worlds. Of all worlds. So. In this match, obviously, as people know, you don't have to be pinned or submitted to win the title, which obviously is in Reigns' best interest. Because if he does lose, he's not being pinned or submitted.
He's still going to look strong.
He'll look strong. Now, that being said, let's just do a little bit of a what if here.
Okay.
Let's all assume he's losing the belt. He probably won't. But
we all thought he was going to lose the belt to Cody last WrestleMania too, though.
Correct. No, and then we'll look on the other side of it and we'll kind of talk about it that way. I'm going to take LA Knight. You're all going to take a different wrestler.
Of course, you had to take LA Knight.
Of course. Yeah, I'm taking LA Knight. Yeah.
Okay, you know what?
Let me talk to you.
Sauce, you.
No.
I know. So I didn't say anything then. Sauce, you choose the other one.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns.
Well, no, not Reigns. We're picking the other three. And we're arguing for them.
I'll tell you what. I'll let Mr. Dig pick his wrestler, and then I'll get whoever's left.
Well, I guess I'll choose AJ because Orton doesn't need the title.
Okay, so there you go. So you got AJ.
I got AJ,
and you've got Orton. So basically, I'll go first because mine's like the least amount of conversation for it. Yes. The monumental rise of LA Knight has been
monumental.
It's been crazy. I love seeing it. He deserves everything he's gotten work-wise because he's great on the mic. He's charismatic. Yes.
He's a new Slim Jim guy.
He's a new Slim Jim guy, which I thought that was funny seeing that. But, it's great seeing his merch sales. The fans love him. We were at SummerSlam. We heard the crowd loses crazy for him.
Collectively lost. It's the loudest I've ever heard that arena get.
Now, that being all said and done, they, of course, had to put him in a match against Reigns. It was overseas. So, honestly, I don't even count those most of the time. But it was overseas. He lost. He still got his moves in on Reigns. But again, the outside interference again for another Reigns match, which
it's getting old.
It's getting extremely old at this point. Now, yeah, I would like to see him win. Imagine that he won. He would be champion, but he wouldn't be champion for long. He probably wouldn't even get into WrestleMania as champion. It would be a one and done type thing. And he'd lose it at the Perth, Australia Elimination Chamber. But again, mine was the longest shot of the three remaining people.
Which pisses me off.
So, that being said, this guy
AJ's already AJ's already went over on Big Match John, which is like the measuring stick when he was actually working all the time there. He's multiple time world champion. He is bar for bar top 5 workers on the planet. Does he need the belt? Yeah, I kind of think he does. I think he needs the belt because he's been on the show for a while. They want to keep him relevant, and they're teasing a heel turn for him.
Absolutely.
Huh?
Yeah, what's up with that? It's like, is he heel? Is he not? What are we doing?
No, he's heel. He's definitely heel.
He's heel, but then like his club, like he doesn't really want them, like the Good Brothers and Mia Yim and whatnot are like, we can help you. He's like, I don't need your help, but we're still backing you up. It's like, of course you're gonna back him up. You're
right.
bros. Like,
and then like they want to keep him heel. They're not gonna have him. He's like, I'm gonna do it by myself. Not gonna have the club run out there and look like faces by beating the hell out of them.
Or looking like Judgment Day.
Day.
You know, even though they came first, Judgment Day now is built up bigger than them. It would look like a ripoff of Judgment Day if they did. That's why they're not coming out with him and doing this stuff.
And you're gonna see one of these factions eventually turn face, and they're gonna go back to gang warfare like they did with DX and the Nation because that sold so big.
Yep.
And I mean, like, that's my suggestion on where I think they're going with AJ.
Yeah.
Can he carry? Hell yeah, he can carry that belt. He doesn't need it.
Yeah.
But you know, people aren't smart to the business, so they're not gonna really be like, oh well, he's not great because he's not champion. I'm like, yeah, he's great because he isn't champion.
Yeah. He's always able to draw.
Yeah.
And have a great match even without a belt.
And you can also know that like Heyman actually has say-so on who they're dropping the title to. This is like one of the things I've heard about in the back. Heyman and Reigns have say-so who they drop the title to. They would not have a problem dropping it to Styles whatsoever.
I agree with that. I do. See, I like it.
Yeah.
All right,
Sauce.
Now you got Mr. Randy Orton.
Yeah, he's cracking the
So,
which will be
as I was sitting here thinking, you know, let's say Orton beats Roman Reigns, and the way that he beats him, if Orton's getting the title, he's not pinning nobody else. He's pinning Roman.
Okay.
So that, and what better veteran, what better future Hall of Famer than to beat Roman than Randy Orton? He was the second undisputed champion next to Chris Jericho when he beat John Cena. To gain both belts. Orton's money. Orton, even like it takes a very special wrestler who cuts promos with the worst cadence and timing and still get over like Roman Reigns when he sounds like a robot and I can't, and he a lot of times doesn't have space in between his sentences, but the fact of the matter remains. Okay. But as far as Roman goes, God, his promos are awesome.
I know they're
even in 2024, I'm just like, oh my God, why does he talk? But anyway, but what better is I think about this. I think about Brock versus Taker. Somebody entered the street, and granted, there was a list of people that was capable of, but the one person that they chose and was capable, and who didn't need it, but it worked for was Brock Lesnar.
Valid point.
They figured if somebody was going to break the streak, let it be somebody established veteran, or whatnot like Brock. So when I think of if Roman's going to drop the belt, what better established veteran than Randy Orton? And with that gold around his waist, and at this point, he's the face of SmackDown. They try to make him, the front runner of SmackDown now, the top guy. Once again, he doesn't need it, but if you had to, if you had to have somebody take the belt off of Roman, and once again, regardless whether it's Orton, LA Knight, or AJ Styles, if you're going to take that belt off of Roman, he has to be pinned. Orton cannot pin LA Knight. He cannot pin AJ Styles to win that belt.
I agree, but they also want to keep Roman strong for when he feuds with.
And what's strong? And that's another thing as far as credibility for Randy Orton. LA Knight, if LA Knight pins Roman, I'd say it kind of makes Roman look like trash. If AJ Styles pins Roman, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, I mean, it's all, AJ won, but if Randy Orton pins Roman, it's like, okay, it's Randy Orton. He's God among men. He is the Angus to the McDonald's beef patties. It's got to be this was the right decision.
Sawdust, gotcha.
What better? So, at this point, what better person to take the belt off of Roman than Mr. Randall Keith Orton?
The RKO himself.
All right.
I like that. Now, obviously, I already know what Sauce is going to say. So, who our actual predictions are? Who's going to win this match?
There's many things. There's 4 things guaranteed in life: death, taxes, Mario 64 overrated, and Roman walking in and walking out with that belt.
It's funny because I always love seeing all the TikToks or the YouTube reels of videos of people watching wrestling, and they'll hear the count, and then you'll hear like Roman Reigns music, and everyone's all like, ugh. And they're just like, okay. But it's like the caption will say Godzilla fought, the Cthulhu and Roman Reigns, and then Roman Reigns music keep playing. So it's like, and then, all that laughing aside, yeah, he's going to win. He's going to win. Like, what annoys me about this is this. If this rock thing is what's annoying me, because apparently now he is not scheduled to fight at the Roman Reigns at the Elimination Chamber, which I assumed is what was going to happen.
Nope, it's going to be WrestleMania.
So here's my thing. It's like, what are you going to do? Make it a triple threat match with him and Cody Rhodes? Because right now,
Cody would be squeezed out of that match. I'm sorry, that's exactly what.
And actually, we'll get to the point here in just a second. Actually, it's a good point. So Reigns is going to win, but he has to win with no interference. If there's interference again, it's over. I'm done. No one's going to care anymore. The interference has got to stop. It's got to stop.
Solo, we get it. Solo's a bad guy. We get it. Solo is capable and he's a good enforcer.
Hey, what if The Rock comes out at the Rumble and he doesn't cost Roman to lose the title, but he comes out and beats up Solo and Jimmy. Kind of equalize things. And then Roman looks at The Rock, he gets annoyed and distracted, caught off guard, and bam, down goes Goliath.
Yeah, that's kind of how actually it's going to happen. You nailed it right on the head. The Rock's going to cost him the match.
Yep.
But not physically cost him.
No. He's just going to go out there and prevent any interference. And then Elimination Chamber comes around. Whoever's champ is going to defeat all these other guys and retain there. So it shows, oh my God, he's got some grit. He can actually make it to WrestleMania and might retain his title.
Yeah. Oh, I like that.
Just a thought.
Now, the reason why going into why I now changing my mind about the Cody thing is obviously with the news about Seth Rollins with his knee injury, he came out on Raw yesterday. Well, I think it was a video, actually. And basically was saying, I might have an MCL injury. I should be out 4 to 6 months. But he then reiterated that he is going to defend his world title at WrestleMania.
Oh yeah, well, last night I tuned in because he was the opening segment. So he came out there, giving the spiel, and then Gunther came out. It was basically telling him, I see you as a man. My level of respect for you is here, and if you just give away the belt, then I see you as nothing. So then Seth Rollins got fired up and said, the only way you're gonna take this belt off me is through my dead body, and and basically it's gonna be me and you at WrestleMania, and so
all right. See, I like that. Now, the other thing that also happened on Raw when you had Cody Rhodes face to face with CM Punk.
That
himself.
was a good segment.
Yeah, great.
You could taste the tension in the air.
The great promo there. I'm gonna break that promise to your daddy, and because I told him I'd take care of you, but I gotta break that promise.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I thought it was all right promo. I just feel like I hate using that term. I feel like, but with that promo, as cool as it was, it just seemed like it just wasn't needed.
Well, no, they gotta get this angle going, man.
They gotta get something going because you remember CM Punk, he hasn't wrestled. He's wrestling at the Royal Rumble, but it's a Rumble match. It's not a one-on-one match.
He wrestled Dominic Mysterio so far
at a house show. So this now is setting up for either a match at the Elimination Chamber, or
he'll probably be in the Elimination Chamber.
Exactly. Setting up for something.
And that's the thing right there. Like, this promo would have been cool. It had, had those two men not won the Rumble, and they were basically going to be in the chamber. I'm like, okay, I'll get behind this, but I get that they want to plant little seeds, get people enticed. So when these two guys are in the ring at the same time, it's like, okay, let's put up or shut up. But in the moment of me watching it, I was just like, I really feel nothing for this.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to be one of those two winning the Rumble this year.
Cody or
Punk.
And that actually will segue into our next thing, which is the men's Royal Rumble there. So with the men's Rumble, we'll just say like that. You saying that either Cody's going
to be a two-timer
or CM Punk will win.
My call is Cody's going to be a two-timer.
Now, here's my thing. If Cody wins again, I'm fine with it. Except Cody has to be like number 2 or number 5 within the first 5.
Yeah,
because if
he's 30.
He was 30.
Yeah. So, which was terrible.
Oh yeah, it came off like I got here because of my privilege.
That was worst book. That was the worst Royal Rumble booking since Batista winning it for the second time.
Yeah, that was terrible too. That was terrible. Oh.
Yeah, it was.
So, yeah, that's the only way I could even think that would work, because he's got to work for it. He's got to work for this.
Absolutely.
And I'd like to see it. I'd like to see that happen.
I love the theory that Rollins is going to surrender the title, and whoever won the Royal Rumble would get the belt. I love that idea, but no, they're doing it through my cold dead fingers, and he might not even be healed by then, because that's a pretty nasty injury that he has.
And that's the irony behind the thing, because didn't he complain that Reigns is not a fighting champion? He's just holding on the belt, not doing any defenses.
Yeah.
Yet you're doing the same thing if you're injured.
Oh, real quick, fellas. My pick is Gunther. Gunther's winning the Rumble. And basically we're going to get Mania is the first weekend in April. So this technically gives us 2 months. So I just see 2 months of just, 2 months of just promos or whatnot, between Gunther and Rollins. And then I see just a future preview. Gunther puts the belt up puts the belt on the line at the Chamber. He loses it and then focuses on Rollins.
Or he keeps the title and wins the heavyweight championship at WrestleMania.
I would love that more.
Oh yeah,
I would love that more than mac and cheese.
He built Gunther so well.
So
he built him so well in this.
Oh yeah, I'm fine with that. Here's what I think is going to happen for him, and this is a little bit different booking. It's not really the Royal Rumble. I think he'll go far again, and he will be eliminated.
He'll be Final Four.
He'll be Final Four. I agree with that. Final Four. What they're going to do with Gunther is this, I believe. This is just, they have another show in August called the Bash in Berlin. First show in Germany, and I mean, I don't have a fact check on that, but let me tell you right now about that. Imagine this: the Money in the Bank's in first week of July or June or whatnot. Mm-hmm. He wins Money in the Bank, and then he cashes in and says, "I want my match at like a la RVD, where he said I want my match to be at One Night Stand." Bash at Berlin.
He doesn't do that stuff where he runs in and just
nope. They set it up in that right there. Are you kidding me? That crowd, you know how ballistic that crowd would be.
Look, man, I don't know if they're going to subscribe to McMahon's view. You don't win in your hometown. That is one thing you got to be careful with anytime you see these kind of bookings.
Unless it's AEW.
Except for AEW. Thank you.
So I don't know. I don't know. In my head, I just see. If they wanted to do that, that would be the best way to do that.
I agree.
But your idea works too. I mean, I would like to see it. I just like Gunther. More Gunther. Let's go.
Because Gunther walking in Germany with 2 belts? Ooh.
No, he wouldn't walk. You can't hold the Intercontinental and the Heavyweight Championship.
Ooh. Yeah, you have to.
Yeah, you have to get rid of one, even though
it's America. You can
America. That's Germany.
Yeah, Deutschland.
Over, man.
Oh man, Gunther comes out. Listen, Gunther comes out with 2 belts, and he's got Rammstein doing a cover of his song. Flames, everything. That weird guy who's on the keyboard, just on the treadmill, just doing.
Oh yeah, one got a flamethrower mask. Yeah,
yeah,
I like that. That's
all Germans like Rammstein. Just 98% of them.
Oh my gosh!
But yeah, definitely Gunther is my goat. After last night's segment, I'm going Gunther.
All right. Let's see. This is kind of fun. You mentioned about top 4. Let's see if we can do a top 4 for the last 4 in the Rumble for the men's. So I'm going to sit here and say CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, Gunther, but then I'm also going to sit here and I'm going to say it's either going to be McIntyre or it's going to be guys, like there's a few people I'm kind of jumping in there for it, but I'm going to say, I know it's a long shot, but I'm going to say Nakamura. I know.
I was thinking that
Nakamura
too.
right there.
That too. He is a former winner.
Yep.
I honestly felt he should have won the heavyweight title.
Yep.
It's either Nakamura or it's 3 people for that 4th spot. It's either Nakamura, Damian Priest, or Dirty Dom.
Dirty Dom.
Oh,
he'll be the one people are so mad about too.
And Dom just like showboats and just gets the crowd like beyond.
He does that weasel thing. He can hold on to the ropes. I mean, that's the great thing about the Royal Rumble.
And he goes, the Dom just starts taunting the crowd in the Final Four and just starts going fully nuclear.
Yeah. Oh yeah, nuclear.
But I would say my 4th person, because at this point I think we all in agreement that Cody, Punk, and Gunther will probably be the final 3. I'm going left field. I'm going Montez Ford.
All right,
because I don't know what's going on with this group, what they're doing.
Oh, yeah, he's gone.
No, he's in TNA now.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he's flopping over in Nashville right now. I mean, over in Florida, wherever they're at. But as far as Montez, I mean, as far as that group, I don't know what they're going. I don't know what they're doing with this group or whatnot. At this point, I really don't care.
I don't think anybody does. But that's actually a good choice right there. I'd like to see it. Remember, they still like Lashley's still there. He's still a viable spot.
Lashley, I forgot about Lashley.
McIntyre.
I know. See, the thing, man, I love McIntyre, and if they would have just put him as the head of the Judgment Day, I would have been a lot happier.
No, they should have just given him the belt last year at Clash of the Castle.
Yeah.
And then that would have been great. But no, they didn't. Solo came out.
I'm so over that. I am so low over that.
Oh, I'm so low.
Hey, where's the bill?
Bill, he's got it. There we go. But all right. There's some good choices there. Good choices. It makes me think about for our voting for Saturday.
Well, we're just drawing numbers, though, aren't we?
We are, but there's other things. There's other prop bets for the actual voting for it. Yeah. So I'll
pull up my billfold and
start
some betting.
There we go. So then we move on to the, which I think is gonna be a little bit harder. The women's Royal Rumble.
Asuka.
All right, so we've got Asuka here for this guy.
Because you've never seen a 2-time Royal Rumble winner for a girl.
No, not yet. We haven't. And
Charlotte Flair's still hurt, right?
She's out of commission for 8 months probably or more.
Did you break her nose?
No, she had MCL and ACL surgery. Yeah, saw some videos on online.
Okay.
So all right, let's see. Sauce, what do you got?
Oh, Bailey.
Bailey, okay, all right.
Good too.
This would be good for Bailey too, especially since they've built this whole storyline with the
damage control.
I was gonna say like the what was the pixie princesses or like the Japanese princesses.
Riho's friends.
You know, Triple Tails 2. You know, think of Final Fantasy 10 2.
Yes.
Triple Tails 2. That's right.
Something totally different, but
10.2.
No, I heard Triple Tails 2. I think about another version of cinematography.
Oh Lord! Oh, Sauce! Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor.
Wow!
It almost sounded like he's doing.
Brought to you by the Hub. I'm not going to tell you which one though.
Oh my God!
But yeah, Bailey would be my choice.
Okay.
All right. So he's got Asuka. You say Bailey. I'm going to go with Miss Becky Lynch. I think Becky Lynch.
I think all three of them will be in the Final Four, though.
Yes, actually, that was my next thing. So
along with Miss Cargill.
Jade Cargill definitely will show up in the Rumble.
She'll be the part of the Final Four.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she'll go in early and she'll last most of the match.
She's going to take out 5 women at least.
Okay. Can I just throw a hurry topic in?
Yeah.
Okay. Which legends are going to pop up in this Royal Rumble?
Oh, that's a good one too. So let's define the idea of legends. Are you talking about a surprise wrestler that still wrestles, or are we talking about an actual legend that like wrestles like barely? Like Scotty 2 Hotty just came back to AEW for like one show on like Collision or some shit, right? So he's not going to wrestle anymore.
I'm talking like when Diesel popped up.
Exactly. Okay. So if like Diesel or like Kevin Nash, like because he's for some reason did both. Remember, he was like 1 year I'm Kevin Nash.
I'm Diesel, and I'm like, why don't you call yourself Kevin Diesel Nash?
Okay, that's a good question. You know what? I don't know. I don't know because it's Molly Holly. She could definitely come back if she wanted to.
Oh yeah, she's banging, man.
Michelle McCool is always one because of that relationship with the Undertaker.
I would say Natalia, not her. Oh yeah, wait, she's still up there.
She's been 42 years. She's been working there. Okay, don't worry.
She's like the JTG of the women's division.
She really is.
AJ Lee.
That's not. I wish, man. I just don't think it's gonna happen. Now I'm telling you, if that music comes up, I will mark out because it'd be great to see her. If she skips down the damn thing, doing her little like, how fun would that be?
That'd be fun.
But I just don't see it. But
that's why I'm calling.
If it happens, I'll be like, this guy. So, Victoria would be cool.
Yeah,
I I liked Victoria back in the day.
I did too.
Give me Miss Jackie. Give me Jacqueline.
Jacqueline. She actually just was in the news a few days ago talking about how she wanted to like do something with WWE. Whether it was in the ring or managerial thing. So that'd be fine with me.
One person, they're not a legend, but I can see them coming back since their contract is up. Naomi. Yeah, she's wrapped up stuff with TNA.
Good.
So that music hits.
I gotta stop bashing TNA.
That the lights hit, and then it turns into the glow, and then everyone's like, "What? She's back!"
And she don't necessarily have to be back, but she can just do a one-off.
Yep.
just to see, I guess, to see if the crowd, see if the crowd still wants her. We'll say,
so I've already got 2 scenarios I would hope that happen. We already talked about Jade Cargill showing up. I want to see Jade Cargill show up, beat up some people, throw them out, but then Nia Jax come in, but then Jade Cargill big boots her, knocks her out.
Yes,
and then they get her out, and then they get her out of the ring.
Well, don't knock out the Lane Bryans. Come on,
they knocked them right off. Sauce. I'm just saying.
So I don't know. I haven't watched wrestling in the last couple of weeks because it's been busy.
Oh yeah. So what's up?
I think Wormwood's going to make a debut.
Oh, the Wormwood. That's the Bo Dallas character. When we watched the video,
the evil.
We watched it during Wrestle Kingdom, Sauce. You might have actually been in and out.
No, I mean, I watched it. I'm just thinking, is the Rumble? If he shows up, I wouldn't see him show up. I wouldn't see him show up during the Rumble match.
Yeah.
So here's the thing, though. It'll be the 1-year anniversary of his last match. And Bray Wyatt's at the Blackout match with LA Knight.
Yeah.
Was the last year's Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
So it would make sense if you'd see a promo, maybe not him, but a promo for it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I wouldn't see it. It wouldn't make sense to put him in a match.
Alexa Bliss just got a child, so she might not do anything yet.
Because his momentum would be dead. Would be dead before it even started.
Yeah.
If you put Bo in a new character in the Rumble match, if you debut him in a Rumble,
no, he's just gonna debut. I'm not saying.
Oh, okay, I got you.
I think he's going to debut.
Gotcha. All right. I like that. I'd buy that for $1. Who else I think was going to show up in the Rumble? Andrade. We get the return of Andrade.
Yeah, Andrade
in the men's Rumble. I think it'd be great to see him. He'll have a stare down with either Santos Escobar, who will definitely be in it, or he'll have some kind of hey, what's up? I got you. What's going on, man? I got you. Hey, we're gonna see something of that nature. What X-Pac? Watch him show up in the Rumble because he's like, hey, I need money. Paul.
Hey,
that's what.
Hey. What? No. What if Bray Wyatt shows up?
Oh God. Dude,
it confirms my conspiracy theory that this is all the work.
No, if it was, that would be the best example of
kayfabe.
I mean,
I'm just saying. I listen. I'm just saying.
You're hoping
if he showed up at the Rumble, it would be the greatest kayfabe moment.
If he shows up at the Rumble Sauce, he shows up at the Rumble Sauce, I will slam a 40
Rumble Sauce
in 2 gulps for you.
I like that. I like that. There we go. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Now I'm just my head. Oh my God, my head hurts. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. But you made me start thinking about the men's Rumble, about any kind of surprise entrant, which at this point, I don't think we're going to see much more because...
No, you won't see much in the men's Rumble. Somebody just... Oh my God, Lesnar will show up, obviously.
I don't know if Lesnar's going to... Well...
I think Lesnar will.
Yeah.
He'll get eliminated, but he'll show up.
Okay, all right. Booker T's not. He always just randomly shows up. Booker T, we don't need you this time.
King Booker.
We don't need you. I'm sorry. Well, oh man, I don't know. Yeah, there's a few different choices there, but going back to
Scotty, like you mentioned earlier.
No, Scotty too hotty, baby. He's doing his shit. He'll be around. RVD still is looking rough. When he showed up and he was in AEW.
Yeah,
I think they signed him though. There's some,
like a Legends contract kind of
like whatever theirs is, I guess called.
Right.
He doesn't care though, as long as he's got his
comic book store.
Oh no, I meant his throuple that he's in. So he's married to the one chick, and then she's got the girlfriend, and then they're all together and whatnot.
Good for him, man.
Oh yeah,
he came out ahead of the multi-time world champion, owns a comic book store, owns a dispensary, has 2 girlfriends.
Yep.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has a wife and a girlfriend.
Yeah, wife and a girlfriend.
Yep, exactly. So, oh no, no. What they want is they want to sign Riddle in AEW so they can have Riddle and the RVD team up. They only had that one interaction.
Oh my god, that would be amazing.
That one interaction they had in WWE. I remember that. That was backstage segment.
Bruh.
He's talking about the papers. He's like, what, you sell papers or something? Oh my god. It's ridiculous.
I think what's his face from New Japan is gonna show up.
Okada?
No, not Okada. Well, maybe.
Okada.
No, I'm talking about Simone.
Oh, okay.
He might show up.
All right.
I think we saw his last match at Wrestle Kingdom.
Yep. We could see. Yeah, we could see
I got
that.
another one for you. Hornswoggle. Let's go.
I get out.
Oh,
Okay.
God,
now I know Sauces. When he's
trolling.
When he's winding down, I can already tell that's when he's winding down. I don't have anything to put on my head to cover my head. No, but that's stuff in it.
Brownies.
I don't. Nah,
Hey, I'm just saying, what's the listen? I mean, what's the odds of JTG showing up? I mean, it could be a reality. Put him in there with the Street Profits are in there. Create a moment.
JTG, he's gotta not be doing anything.
I'll tell y'all right now. For just a one nighter.
Almost.
If Matt Cardona versus Zack Ryder shows up, I will down a 40.
Yep. Oh, now he'll.
Well, I mean, you're already gonna have him taped to your hand, so.
I know. Right. So there you go.
Yes. Yeah.
Yay! All right, cool. He's in.
Boom. There we go.
Pow, pow.
Oh my God. So Matt Cardona would be great. He should just do it. He should just be like one off. Just do a one show thing and be fun.
They want to sign him.
I know they want to sign him, but since they can't sign him, just be like, look, we got your wife already here. You're having a fun time. You took her belt when she was a tag champion and wore it as one half of the women's tag team champion to the indie shows. So guess what? And they didn't care. And they didn't care because they know how popular you are in the end. So come on, it'd be great to see that. I would love to see it. So,
do you think Okada's going to show up in the Rumble match?
No, they're not going to waste. They're not going to waste Okada that way. Here's the Okada.
They waste Japanese wrestlers in the WWE.
I understand that, but guess what? Here is my thing, and I know it's going to be an unpopular opinion. He will debut in NXT first.
Oh, okay, I can see that.
And because we know Okada. A lot of other wrestling fans know Okada, but the vast majority of
they call them normies.
The normies, they do not know who this guy is. They'll see him and be like, "Is that like a Akira Tozawa's like brother or something?" And that's just only because it's another wrestler they don't know. And it's like, who is this guy?
Hey, that Japanese guy's blonde.
Oh gosh,
that's what they'll say.
I know. It's like you can't do that. You have to sell it great. That's why Nakamura in NXT was great. They booked it very strong, had a great entrance, for God's sake.
I love his entrance.
His matches were great. And then even when he was in the main roster, it started good, and then they just
couldn't pull the trigger.
It felt flat.
No, they couldn't pull the trigger.
He had a match against AJ Styles that should have been like
a 5-star match,
6-star match. Meltzer losing his mind. No, the match fell flat because they did. I feel like, again, this is McMahon that had control at that time, full control. Yeah. I feel like they didn't allow them to work the match themselves.
Well, it also stemmed when he, 2 weeks before that, he had a match with Cena, and Cena cried about the way he did a back suplex to him.
Oh,
because what's saying Cena landed on his head.
Well, Cena, look, tuck your neck, man. I landed on my head the same way that he did. As long as your neck's tucked, you're not going to get hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just it's a very high-end back suplex. I get it. He's a big, beefy guy, and I'd get pissed a little bit too, but I mean, dude, he didn't hurt you, though.
No.
Don't hamstring somebody, man.
But then remember, they also had the Nakamura win or do the low blow. Low blow. And then in Backlash, low blow again. Yeah. Low blow again. What? This is ridiculous. This is horseshit. That's what it was.
Then he's starting to use mist, and he never used mist before.
Well, he's again. I look at that like he's infected by the spirit of Great Muta
because he kissed him on the mouth.
because he retired last year. So there you go. I'll come up with this very convoluted but believable storyline to why all these people got infected. The carrying cross thing we talked about.
What happened to him?
He's still there. He's got AOP now.
He'll probably be in the Rumble match.
Yep, AOP's back with him. Him and Paul Ellering are there. Yep.
Another faction. There's a lot of factions now.
Not as much as
Papa H took over.
Yeah,
and the board told Vince McMahon, like, you could be on the board, but you would not have nothing to do with Create over there. Let your son, your true son, run it. Because
Shane's like, no, you got hit in the head.
So, fellas, we ready for the heat of the week?
Oh yeah, for sure. So, this guy,
heat of the week.
Something good, cool, or whatever. Wrestling.
I think the Impact Championship changing hands.
There we go. And now it's brought up. Yep. So we have what? We have Moose.
Only took 2 years to get that belt back.
Yeah, and you know what? If you look at him then and earlier compared to now, he's worked. He basically did what Gunther did in the sense he worked. He lost a lot of weight. He got cut, and he wrestled really well. The match itself was booked terribly, but the wrestling was good.
That match was bad.
It was just booked terribly.
No, it was just a bad match.
He's going to say it all the time because Mr. Alex Shelley was
No. I will give him credit where credit is due. He can put on good matches and tag matches.
Oh, there we go.
He's a tag team wrestler, might I say.
Well, sorry.
No, I didn't know who the heel was. I didn't know who the face
was.
That's why I said it was bad.
Well, yeah, that's why we thought it was bad when me and Chris were watching. So
yeah.
So Sauce, what do you got for Heat of the Week?
Oh, Netflix, because apparently they got more money than Jesus Christ themselves.
Wasn't he? I never understood that.
Well, if you watch the South Park episode, when Kyle gets the black Amex card and he pays for everyone's sins, he's like, beep, pays for his sins. Beep. I got
Margaritaville.
Yes,
Margaritaville.
Here you go. It's the Margaritaville. Oh God, please! I love it. I love it. That's the episode we have to watch.
I agree.
So for me, I definitely just have to say, I don't know. It's just like New Year, Road to WrestleMania, Royal Rumble. It's always fun. And the party, getting prepped for it. It's always a fun time with all you guys. Bullshitting about it. It's a dip party and a dress up. So we're all dressed up as different wrestlers.
Hey, leave it in the comments who you want to see us dressed up as.
True. And we'll have pictures once after the show, and we'll be put it on next week. So they'll show you guys. But I'm excited for mine. Sauce is still being a surprise. Will be a surprise for him. And I think this guy's got the idea now. I think he knows what he's going to do.
I got an idea.
There we go.
Hey, subscribe.
Share. Oh yeah, definitely share. Come on, and then sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring.
Of course,
it'll be fun.
I love it. But like I said, we'll be back next Tuesday, and we might, depending on how the situation goes, we might be doing a live reaction after the show on Saturday. So we'll see we'll see how we're feeling, but we'll definitely pop on there and then go from there. My shirt may or may not be off at that time. There, actually, if you want to take bets on that, there we go. Over and under on how many hours into the show. There we go. He
will turn from any wrestler he's dressed as instantly into Barry Horowitz.
There we go. Yep.
By 9:15 p.m.
There we go. We got okay. All right. Whatever. I do what I move. Gotcha. But all right, guys, we're gonna head out of here. And make sure you watch the Rumble, and then hey, just check on YouTube. You might see us on there, and then chat with us then.
Yeah.
But as for me, I am, as of course, Dr. Love. We have Sauce Bronson, and this guy right here. He joins us every week. Well, every other week. Yeah. And that's
he shows up.
He shows up.
Anytime they leave the door open, I kind of wander in.
But I know, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, Lions got a game coming up. I'm sorry.
He's getting misty.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you right now, this is Saucy Road. Man, we got a match Sunday, 6:00 Eastern time, or 3 p.m. time on the San Fran on the West Coast. We got the Detroit Lions versus the San Francisco 49ers. And I promise you, nobody on that team is 49 years old. But ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be a battle. It's going to be the battle for the manliest man. On the line, NFC Championship, ladies and gentlemen. We got Brock Purdy, who's been the last pick in the draft, versus Jared Goff, who is the number one. And then he got kicked to the curb, daddy. They traded him for a watch on an off day to Detroit. He came over here. The Mother City Dan Campbell took him in, and he made him a winner. So, this Sunday, we got the best of the best, ladies and gentlemen. Detroit Lions, San Francisco 49ers, championship on the line, 60 minutes until the winner goes to Las Vegas to fight for the big prize, the big cheese. I'm talking about the big cheese, daddy. So, if you're going to be like Saucy Road, I need you to root for those Detroit Lions to take down those 49ers in San Francisco. And on that note, y'all be happy, y'all be healthy, but most importantly, be good.